Well, sometimes it's only squirrels kind of a day. Beautiful morning, but nothing moving, so. If you want to try a fantastic and easy recipe, this is the one to do.
Welcome to A Sportsman's Life. We're so glad you tuned in to join us for another exciting real-world outdoor adventure right here on A Sportsman's Life.
Well, good morning and welcome to A Sportsman's Life. We are in East Texas near Lake Fork, and we are going to be deer hunting. And we've got our Gearhead archery bow ready to go. A little coffee in me. Safety harness is ready. We just got that on. We're going to grab our backpack, we're going to grab our bow, and we're going to head into the stand. We have about 40 minutes until the feeders go off, and I'm going to get in there good and early. So let's go hunt. Come join me. Well, sometimes it's only squirrels kind of a day. Beautiful morning, but nothing moving, so 72 degrees out right now, a little bit of wind, leaves are falling. I'm going to give it about another 30 minutes. If nothing, we'll be back tonight, but we're going to go sit in a different blind. Looks good in here, but no deer. All right, we'll be back. Well, tomorrow starts the Texas opener rifle season, and so we're out here on the last night of bow hunting. Actually, you can continue to bow hunt, but you can use gun tomorrow. But no deer yet. 2 hogs down, I think. I put a good shot on them, so I'm gonna hold tight. I still think deer might move, so we're gonna stay in the blind till almost dark. So hang with me. We got pork on the ground. Now we need to get some venison. Beautiful night.
Brought to you by Dallas Safari Club, Conservation, Education, and Hunter Advocacy. Hornady, accurate, deadly, dependable. Taurus Firearms, maker of the Raging Hunter. Stealth Vision, high-tech precision-driven equipment tailored for the modern hunter.
Well, that one snapped completely off. And then, of course, we have the other one right over here. So, both covered in blood. All right, well, maybe I'll head back to camp, then we'll come back and look for these guys. Yeah, we found some blood here, folks. We're on the trail of 2 hogs. So, stay tuned, see what we can find here. But yeah, we were finding good blood. Yeah, that's some pretty darn good blood right there.
Nailed him.
He's up here, not far.
There he is.
He is right there. 1 of 2. Not a very big hog, but that's okay. That's what we're looking for. Great for the smoker. Oh yeah. Well, we got 1 more to find. But that's probably, I don't know, maybe a 50 or 60 pound pig. Not big at all, but those are the kind you want to put on the smoker. So stay tuned. Let's see if we can find our other one. Well, that's literally the last drop that I was able to find. There's a big splatter here, and it goes down, and then it just ends up nothing. We go into here, and there's absolutely nothing. We're kind of at wit's end on that second hog, so we're going to call it a night. Tomorrow morning is the opening of the rifle season, so we'll be back out at it, and we'll see y'all in the morning. I guess we're going to call it a night. Well, we got 1 hog to go clean, so let's head back to the buggy and head home for the night. Well, it's the opening of our Texas whitetail season, the general season, and I'm out of the blind. It's about noon. I'm just going to come back. I'm going to take a quick walk back in there. From last night, I shot the 2 hogs, and we got the 1, but I have a feeling that one's back here, so. Anyway, I dropped my grunt call over there, so I had to come back and get it. So I'm going to go look for the hog, go grab something to eat, and I'm heading right back to the blind, so stay tuned. Well, that's the last spot that we left last night. Another little spot there. And we have done a complete sweep of the area. And as you can see, it's somewhat thick in here, but no find on the second hog. So, all right, I guess we head back, get some food, and get on back to the blind.
A Sportsman's Life is also brought to you by Mossberg, American built, American strong. The YO Steakhouse, Catch and Release Apparel, AGM Global Vision, your go-to for thermal hunting scopes and spotters. Pyramid Air, your one-stop shop for everything air guns.
Hello, sports fans. It's Bill, the old man at Striper Express.
with your fishing tip this week on Sportsman's Life. What are we doing? It is November. We are jig fishing under birds. This is our 4-inch white glow sea shad, 3/4 ounce head. This is a 4-inch white glow sassy shad, 1 ounce head. I like those big eyes. And this is a good old standby. We used it for years before white glow came out. The chartreuse fleck, that's on a 3/4 ounce head. What we're doing is we're watching the birds. The fish are pushing the bait to the surface. The seagulls see them and they start dipping. Watch when you're pulling up. See which way the birds are going. Get in front of them. Let them come to you. Cast into the wind always. You can keep a tight line that way. And what am I doing with these slabs here? You still can't overlook slabs in the fall. These fish will move up ledges and up on the flats. And you can cast jigs. We do most of that. But you can bump these across those flats and up those ledges and really hammer them. So, in the past few falls, I have seen the best of both worlds. December is our second favorite month of the year. We are catching 10-pound fish under birds at times. That's pretty impressive for past history. So, remember December, or now November. So, y'all get together, talk to your friends, book a trip, call Striper Express, bring your own boat. Call me, I'll tell you what to do and where they're at. Binoculars, #1 tool this time of year. Glass those birds, see where they're at. So there you go, 3 jigs, 2 slabs, and what do we always say? Go catch a fish.
A special thanks to these fine sponsors, Vineyard Max Deer Products, and the Anchor Inn and Marina on beautiful Lake Tawakoni, 1 hour east of Dallas. Well, the opening week of the rifle season for deer didn't pan out much for deer, but we did get some pork, and of course, field to table, we are going to make some sweet and sour wild pork. We've got our pork on our smoker here. We're going to put a little bit of smoke on it. Not going to cook it all the way through on our smoker, but we just want to put some good smoke on that meat before we actually put it into our recipe. So we've got some sweet and sour sauce. We've got our vegetables and stuff all cut up, our peppers. We've got some cornmeal and flour mix in a baggie. We're going to put our smoked pork in the baggie, and we're going to do the old shake it up like a shake and bake kind of thing. Get some oil going on the stove here, and then we're going to actually cook the pork on the stove after we've smoked it a little bit. And once we do that, then we're going to get our vegetables ready to go, and we'll have a great meal. Of course, we've got to make some rice to go along with that, so we've got the rice cooking, 2 different kinds of rice. And here, of course, we have our pork ready to go into the skillet. So we're going to put this in, put it on medium heat, get them all cooked well. You definitely want to make sure you're cooking your wild pork all the way through. You probably want to get it to at least 170 degrees. So we're going to let her sit on here a bit, and we'll come back and get her going. Well, here we go. There you go. Look at that beautiful wild pork. We cut up the tenderloin. This is the back strap, and we're making our sweet and sour pork with our back strap. All right, what we're going to do is we're going to set this aside now that we've got this almost cooked, and then we're going to get our peppers going. We're going to put some garlic, and we're going to put some onion, and we're going to put the peppers. We're going to get all that steaming. We've got some shallots, we've got some mushrooms, so we're going to start with our shallots, we're going to start with our garlic and get it going in butter here a little bit, and then we're going to add in our peppers and our onions. And we're going to let these things steam for quite a while, get them cooked, get them nice and broke down before we put the sweet and sour sauce in, and then of course we'll add our meat into the recipe. You guys need to try this recipe, it's super good. So I like to sweeten it up just a little more, so I'll add a little bit of honey in there, and that just kind of adds some sweetener to it. We'll add our mushrooms after we've cooked our peppers a little bit, and then turn the heat down to low, because what we're going to do is we're going to let this simmer. We're going to put some of our sweet and sour sauce right in the mix and let it simmer a bit. Then we're going to add our pork and let that simmer a bit, and once our rice is ready to go, we will be ready for sitting down to an absolutely fantastic meal. All right, here we're adding our sweet and sour mix. You can use any kind you like. Just get her mixed in there well, and then cover the pan up. Let her sit and simmer for about 5 minutes or so, and then we're going to come back in and we're going to add our pork. You can see it's nice and simmering there. Of course, you can always add pineapple tidbits. I'm going to put just a few in there. Depends on what you like and how sweet you like it. But I'm going to add some of those in. Of course, here's our pork. Going back in, we're going to add a little more sweet and sour sauce just to kind of keep the moisture in there. Then we're going to cover it up. Again, leave it on low. Let her simmer for another few minutes just to make sure everything is well blended together and cooked together, and we will be ready for an absolutely fantastic meal. Again, we made some rice, 2 different kinds, so what we'll do is put some rice in the bottom of our bowl, and then on top of that we're going to put our sweet and sour wild pork. And I promise you, if you want to try a fantastic and easy recipe, this is the one to do. Just give it a try. Take a look at this. Wow. I promise you that is some of the best eating right there. Unbelievable. All right, we're going to sit down and have a nice family dinner with some wild pork, sweet and sour.
Folks, this segment was brought to us by Gearhead Archery, Smoke and Tex Electric Smokers, Snaplock Hunting Blinds, YO Ranch Headquarters, Ultramatic Feeders, and Catfish Pro. Tune in next week for some more real-world outdoor adventures right here on A Sportsman's Life.